And that should be our Mammoth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, for the first time since the last time, it is that time, right about that time, for your favorite Pokemon challenge and mine. My name is Sebastian Todd III. You may call me ST3, and this is the Pokemon SoulSilver gift only randomizer Nuzlocke episode 17. And if you have enjoyed your time in the series, if you've enjoyed your time on this channel, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell if you'd like to be notified when episodes go up. They go up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to start episode 17 the way we start every episode, with a quick recap of the team. We start with Denny P67, the level 37 Tyranitar with the ability Quick Feet, the moves Bite, Strength, Rock Slide, and Screech. We have Broticon, the level 38 for Alligator with Mold Breaker, and the moves Surf, Ice Fang, Water Gun, and Crunch. We have everybody's favorite Danders, aka Chat Tot, probably a member of the Chat Tot fan club if you've been watching this series all along. With White Smoke and the moves Fly, Mimic, Chatter, and Sing, we have Tallulah, the level 30 Giraffe Rig, Unaware with Thundershock, Stomp, Assurance, Extra Sensory. Taz is in the Chat Top fan club because Jinx, the level 38, Jinx also has White Smoke, mimicking our friend Chat Top. Confusion, Ice Punch, Lovely Kiss even, and Giga Drain, and then Chucky, the level 33 Piloswine with Hydration, Ice Shard, Icy Wind, Takedown, and Mud Bomb. That is the team. Here is the plan. We are going to continue on with our trek to the 8th gym and eventually get ourselves the 7th and hopefully 8th members of the team. We only have a handful of people left to battle here on this route. We got through a handful of them on Wednesday in episode 16. If you haven't watched, it did go up on Wednesday, 5 p.m. So please go check that out. But we are going to battle all the trainers here around this little lake and then head into the ice path, ice tunnel, icy way, whatever it's officially called, and then, of course, make ourselves toward gym number 8. See how we can do. Get into the Dragon's Den. We're hopeful to get at least the Dratini encounter here in this episode, if not the Tyrogue as well. All really depends on how quickly we can get through some trainers. The icy path itself should not be that hard. The puzzles aren't that hard. Done them 1,000 times. Could probably do them in my sleep. Depends on how much trouble these trainers give us. We'll definitely determine how quickly we can get things done here today. And happy Friday to each and every one of you. I hope that you have had a good week, that you have some fun coming up this weekend. We have a wedding tomorrow, so that'll be fun for us. Yeah, happy Friday as we continue to battle through all of the trainers we can. This is a fighting type. We are not going to risk anything here with our Tyranitar, who is quad weak to fighting. So we'll bring in Broticon, surf down the Riolu, and of course, it one-shots. Nice and easy, picking up some experience points. We've got 3 Pokemon, high level 30s. Everybody else in the 30s somewhere. Silcoon, not really anything we're too worried about here. And Silcoon goes down. Salamence we'd be a little bit more afraid of if it weren't for the fact that we have ice moves on two of our Pokemon. Quite effective on a Dragon Flying type. So Broticon should be able to take down the Salamence. And of course, Houndour. Fire type, weak to water. So we will surf this little pupper away. Boom. Lake is cleared out. This is timing out well for us so far. We are, of course, going to go down and pick up the item because who knows what it could be. It's a berry. We probably won't use. But if we didn't go, it would have been something very useful. Like a heart scale. I think that's really what we're rooting for at this point with randomized items is heart scales. Got the lucky egg. Got experience share. We've got two master balls we can't use. Naturally. I will say too, I didn't bring it with me. I just looked around the desk. Drink your water. I would be, but I didn't bring it to the desk this time. So we will do this episode waterless. That is okay. We're just recording this one episode today in this recording session, so not like I couldn't get a water between. Yeah, I left it. Could be worse. If that's the worst thing that happens to me today, then things are going well. I try to tell myself that a lot. It's kind of a weird way to have a positive mantra, but it is a way. Like, hey, if this is the worst thing that's happening to me, then life isn't that bad. I think we all too often get stuck. And I mean, I got stuck in this a lot last week of one bad thing, and you're just like, everything's terrible. And you just let the negative uh, snowball. And there are times where if you're able to have that mindset of this will pass. Great Tom Hanks clip. I highly encourage. He talks about success, and being an actor, and just having that mindset of this too shall pass. Good times, this too shall pass. Bad times, this too shall pass. I think that's what we're all trying to remind ourselves of. Enjoy it, celebrate it while it's good, but don't let it defeat you when it's not, because this too shall pass. All right, we just trying to see how far into this we could get before we had to break out the repel. Quite a ways, to be honest. I'm pretty impressed with how far we got here. So now we strength, move all these boulders. Interested to watch like a speedrunner do this and see if they have tips or tricks on how to do it quicker. Because I feel like I don't do it other than misclicking sometimes because I just mash buttons. I wonder if there's like a specific way that this is supposed to be done. But I feel like I do it fairly well. And, well, we're not in some kind of race here. This isn't a versus or anything like that. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as I can for the episode because we want to be able to get through the gym, get through the Dragon's Den, and then at least get the Dratini, if not the Tyrogue as well. There's some thought in my head of seeing where we're at when we get to Dratini, and maybe just sticking with the episode until we get the Tyrogue, and then making this a little bit longer. We made Monday, I think it was about 35 minutes. Wednesday was about 40. This might be worth it. I don't know. I don't know. PP Max isn't a bad item to have. We just picked that up a moment ago. Just registered in my brain what it said. I think Rock Smash was on. Alaska, the starter who's hanging out in the box, just in case we need. But of the rock types, no offense to Rampardos, Tyranitar is the better rock type. Useless TM. A useless TM, but that's okay. We can sell it. When it's time for like the Elite Four, we can really stock up on some full restores and full heals and hyper, and then eventually max potions. So any item that gets us a little bit of money isn't a bad thing. It's $100. That'll go toward any bit of money. We just said it. So we will not worry too much about picking up Pokeballs because we're not catching any Pokemon in this. So we're in Blackthorn, which means a couple of good things for us. One, the 8th gym. Two, Mamoswine time. Let's see. Vileplume for Luxray. It's an interesting possibility there. And one to consider. We have one heart scale exactly. We're going to use it on Chucky. And we're going to teach it Ancient Power. And we'll take away, take down. We don't want residual damage. And we're just going to pray for a really nice good ability. That's what we're going to hope for once we get Chucky up a level. So we're going to take the experience share. We're going to give the experience share here to Chucky. We're going to switch Brodicon into the front, as we talked about. Just a little bit better type-wise for the gym. And that's what we're looking for right now. It's just a little bit better typing before we take on Sabrina. We don't want to lose anybody in this 8th gym either. Pretty lucky so far. There's part of me that's terrified to do this because this gym can be more difficult. Levels go up a little bit. Ideally, I'd like to have most of my team around level 40, but we really want to continue our good pacing too. So we're going to go into this with some good mons, some strong mons. We're going to have faith. That's all we can do. Sandstorm isn't ideal for us, but this is neutral. We're a little bit higher level. It's a strong move for us. It should do at least half health. That's a little bit more. Magnitude's only 5, so we're not worried about that. One more surf. Take the wish cash down. One up, one down. That's what we like to see. Larvitar, definitely not afraid of a Larvitar. Quad weak to water moves. We'll even just use our little water gun on it. The other thing, too, time-wise, is not only do we have to get through the gym, we have to get through all of the trainers in the Dragon's Den. So that's our plan today. Get through the gym, get through Dragon's Den, get the Dratini. Take down X-Cloud right there. First trainer in the gym. Check. And that should be our Mamoswine. Boom. Have our Mamoswine. Let's go take a look, see what we got for an ability. Soundproof. Not a bad ability. Doesn't help us, but doesn't hurt us. In fact, it actually does help us a little bit in specific situations. So we'll take that. We will take that. Team is coming together nicely. The good thing about most of these trainers here in this particular gym is most of them have one or two Pokemon. So it's not like we're facing a ton of Pokemon either. I just had a thought that after we battle this trainer, we should get rid of Water Gun for Waterfall. And then, of course, we'll have to get rid of Crunch briefly for Whirlpool, unfortunately, but them's the breaks. Whirlpool isn't going to be on us for too long. By the time we get to the Elite Four, Whirlpool will be gone. I think Ice Fang has shown its importance here. I mean, that did a lot, but we're going to take it down. So down it goes. Up a level we go. We're not going to teach Whirlpool until we need to, just because Crunch is better in the gym, for sure. It's not like we don't have Taz with all the ice moves, but I would rather keep them. Rather keep that on Brodicon for now. Get through this pretty easily. I think between these three trainers, there's 4 Pokemon. And Rhydon, unless it's like the Rhydon and Heart Gold and SoulSilver that had Water Absorb. It's not. This will be easy. One shot. Boom. Sunflora, not as easy a one shot with Brodicon, but should be a nice little easy one shot with Danders, the chat top. I mean, it is a higher speed, they're a higher level than us, but we have speed, so. Probably won't one shot with Fly, but if we can do enough that Chatter can take it down, yeah. We can't go to sleep, but we don't have any sleep moves, so that's fine with us. And then Chatter takes down Sunflora. Chat Talk continues to show why you should be a card carrying member of the Chat Talk fan club. We all should. I am. I would argue I'm the president. I would argue I'm the president. think this is bug and poison. If it's flying, then ice would have been the way to go, but surf is strong enough, we should two-shot it. Raise its special, and it has speed boost, that's nice. We'll live a Silver Wing, we're not weak to it. We ate the Silver Wing. We switched to the Ice Fang for the physical move, but it lived on, it had to be one. That had to be one. Doesn't really matter, Silver Wing doesn't do anything to us, we take it down. We continue to get Shucky up some levels, which is going to be important for us. It should be noted too, we are holding a Mystic Water, so all of our surfs are like powered up. Probably could have gone for Waterfall then and taken it down. That's why we put Wonderful on, but that's okay. That's okay. Riolu. I mean, it's high enough level it might live a surf, but I feel like we're in a pretty good position here. It does not live a surf. Easy for me to say. Just leave Sabrina here in the gym. Just leaves Sabrina, and Sabrina has 4. Sabrina, of course, identifying as Bob in this particular gym. Luxio is not something we want to face. We don't have. I mean, Chucky is our resident contact. Very nice of it to swagger us, so our attack is high. I think we're going to play this smart and see if we have. Still Lumberry. We'll heal the confusion. See what Crunch does to us. Not much. If we can just hit them up, but swaggers us again, so as long as we don't hit ourselves, we should be doing alright. +4 in attack. We'll heal the confusion after this turn, regardless. That should one-shot with how high our attack is. Wow, it did not one-shot. This is why we have all the full heals. We live. We Mud Bomb. Now, if we heal up, we might be able to sweep with Shucky now that we've got +4 in attack, thanks to the swaggers. Does Matang have a metal type move? This does concern me a bit. If it's just takedown, I think we're fine. Tried to lower our speed. I was also afraid it might Magnet Rise there, which it did not do. So this should do some pretty good damage to Matang. I know it's bulky. Didn't even do half. Didn't even do half health. We're going to Icy Wind here to try to get speed control back because we knew Sabrina was going to Hyper Potion. We didn't get speed back, but the Psychic missed because of the accuracy drops with Mud Bomb. And this Mud Bomb, we should live a Psychic. This Mud Bomb should take down the Matang. It does. Jigglypuff. Not something we super duper fear here. I mean, it could for sure metronome itself into something powerful. Or we can one-shot it with Ice Shard, probably because we're +4 in attack. And being 41, I think that's the ace. So Coughing comes in. Now, if their abilities are randomized too, it shouldn't have Levitate, and we should be able to do good damage with Mud Bomb. It doesn't have Levitate. Mud Bomb hits. It doesn't kill. It's now ground type. This is good for us. We Ice Shard. We Ice Shard for sure. And even if it changes to Ice type, we'll be fine because we have Ancient Power. Ice Shard one-shots. Shucky sweeps. Shucky sweeps. Shucky, shucky, shucky. And for some reasons, I keep calling her Sabrina. It's Claire. For some reason, Bob Claire, is like, that wasn't a real victory. We just swept your team with one Mon. Of course it was a clear victory. That's okay. So we are going to heal up, and I think we're going to deposit Tallulah. Because if we run with 5 Mons, we can go in, come out, go in, go get the Dratini. I don't know why we have to leave the Dragon's Den to get Dratini. Why we can't just have it, but such is life. Oh, I forgot we had Coalfish in here too. We do have 8. Kenya, I forgot about Coalfish. Sorry, Coalfish. Nothing personal. We will teach for Alligator. I mean, we could teach it to Quillfish, but we can come back and delete it really easily. When it's time, we'll teach Whirlpool. We'll get rid of Crunch because we have a Dark-type Pokemon with Crunch already. It's not like if we ran into a Metacham, we'd be using Crunch anyway. We're surfing that thing, so. Let's use your Repel. Let's go get Dratini. We'll see how quick we can get through the Dragon's Den. My guess is we're just getting to the Dratini today. That's my guess. That's okay. We get team member number 9 overall. We'll have 10 by the time this is done, so by the time we get through Johto at least. There's a handful of items in here too that we can hope for heart scales. And then when we start off episode 18 on Monday, we can go get Tyrogue and see how many hidden items there can be heart scales for us. We really need at least one more heart scale just so we can reteach Crunch to Brodicon, but we can also go and try to search them out. Do some training. This is such a smart play by Yuxi. Because it's going to live our attack, we're going to take the future sight, and we're going to fall asleep. We're going to fall asleep, and then we're going to take the future sight. So pro plays by Yuxi. Kind of smart to put up another future sight while we're asleep. And then just chip away as much as they can. I don't feel threatened by the Yuxi. I feel like we're still fine. And future sight's the strongest attack, and it's doing 20-something damage. And whenever we wake up, as long as it hasn't endured, actually, you know what? Let's be smart. Even if it does endure, residual damage should take it down. It didn't. It goes down. We win. So just a little bit of stall fest there, but nothing to worry about. That's Hyper Potion. Another fossil. I don't think is a gift, so probably at some point sell all those. Toxic Orb. If we need the Quillfish, that might not be a bad thing. Two more trainers in here. We could skip them just to get the Dratini, but I'd rather face them while we can. And yes, I know one of the two is a double battle, so sort of kind of three, but Weeping Bell. I think we're just going to take this down with Ice Fang. I think we're strong enough. We're 6 levels higher. It's super effective. I think that this is the play. It was. We don't give a free hit on the switch. Shirtwig, I think the same thing. It's going to be lower level. It's a base level form. It's super effective. It lived on 1, but we get the freeze. It thawed out really quick. This will do decent damage. It is a Mega Drain. It is super effective. It will not do decent damage. It barely did anything. Ignore me. Ice Fang will take it down. And then Slowbro, it would be nice to have Crunch. But it's all good. Slowbro's just going to entice us to surf it, which we'll happily do. We're holding the Mystic Water. It's raining. Even though it's not very effective, we're still doing great damage with it because all the buffs to the water type right now. Boom, Broticon gets the clean sweep. And level 40. Which we like to see. We will, of course, go back up. So we can go into the double battle as well positioned as we can. First, we'll get this. We'll have really a normal type on the team. I mean, if we had like Snorlax or Slacking, we'd be using that for sure. Alright, double battle. We surf over, pick up an item, go back, answer all the questions, leave, go get the Dratini. We're gonna do this Viper because I feel like that's got more oomph, and then we'll Rock Slide to hit both of them. If Denny P67 wasn't weak to water, we would have surfed. Oh, we got the crit. Maybe because this will just hit Ekans. This could one-shot Ekans as well. We do. We'll take the double one-shot. We will not complain about that at all. That's like best case scenario. Not a heart scale. That's okay. We're about 2 minutes away from getting our 9th team member. Make your guesses in the comments below, and I'm going to use, of course, just trust here. We're going to trust each other to make the guesses, but I don't know if I have a guess. Let me think if I have a guess as we go get this item over here. I have a guess as to what this Pokemon's going to be. Upgrade. I think it's going to be. What do I think? I think it's going to be a Crawdont. There we go. I've said it. Alright. Well done. We're going to see how well we can get through this with the glitchiness. So, because I can't do my normal save through the glitchiness. Anyone? Love is important for raising Pokemon. We'll face both weak and strong. Not had the glitch yet through the cutscene, so I apologize that you're watching the glitch. Like that he threatens, like, don't make me call your brother. Fine, you can have the badge. We get the badge. Alright, so give me 1 second. We're going to pause, and then we're going to get the Trinity. Hold 1 second. And we are back. Welcome back. Sorry for the glitch. Alright, so now we just surf out, get the TM from Claire, get the phone call from Elm. Come back in, go back through all this stuff, get the Dratini encounter. I don't know why he didn't just give us the Dratini while we're there, but such is the case. Call. Also come get the Master Ball that we can't use. Now, we talked about this in the previous episode. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Gift only, so only Pokemon that were given. An argument could be made that a given to us Master Ball is like a gift card. We can cash it in wherever we want. Do we count that as a gift? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know. We're at the 30. By the time we get the Dratini, we'll be about 38 minutes into the episode. I'm wondering, there's only 2 trainers in the cave where we can go get Tyrogue. 3 when you count the Dojo Master. Let's not think this through. Let's just take this as it is. 30. 30 something. Dratini is a... It's another Jinx. Alright, well... We will, of course, then name this Taz Jr., since if and when we were to train up Smoochum, it would become a Jinx. We already have one, so that's unfortunate for us. Obviously, Smoochum will go into the box and not be used because we have Taz. Why would we use Taz Jr.? So I think with that, we definitely have to go get Dratini, right? Let's make this episode a little bit longer, or Tyrogue. Let's do it. I mean, most of the delay will be setting up repels and getting all the hidden items, so I think it's worth it. And then we can train them up between now and Monday's episode, maybe a little bit. Maybe I'll find time to do a little training montage. I think that makes the most sense. Deposit Smoochum. Heal up. We're going to see how quickly we can get through. It'll be worth it. Longer episode on a Friday. Start the first full weekend of June off right, or the first weekend in June, full or otherwise. So plenty of repels. We might still have a repel in effect. We did. It ended right there. you like that in newer gens and newer games when the repel wears out, it just asks you, do you want to use another? And you're like, yes. Fortunately, that's not the case here, but okay, do we have anybody that has cut? No. Not that we really care about Suicune anyway. In fact, we might just skip the whole Suicune thing. This reminds me, we're going to need cut at some point, so I'm guessing Rampardos had it, because we will need it for one gym in Kanto. And, like, an item. If we're gonna do this, we're definitely getting all the items while we're in here, because who knows what we could find. There's a bunch of items hidden and otherwise. So. Make this a one-stop shop trip. Battle of trainers. Mini me. First, we get the pre-evolution for our Jinx, then we face our pre-evolution for our Feraligatr. So here's hoping that the Tyrogue isn't something like Croconaw or Larvitar, or let's hope it's just something new. Hard to believe that in a randomizer with only 10 gift Pokemon we can get duplicates or species, but we did, so just hoping we get something new at the very least. Something viable. Maybe something that needs a Thunderstone, like a Pikachu. Wouldn't be mad about having a Raichu on the team. Or an Eevee would be good. What else uses the Thunderstone? Is that how you get either Magnemite or Voltorb? I don't know. Or Magneton or Electrode, I should say. I'm sure there are others that use an electric Thunderstone thing, but the two that come to mind are Raichu and Jolteon. Eevee would be cool because then we could also maybe wait out and see if we can't get a Firestone or a Flareon. There's just some chance we have a Firestone. I don't remember what we have for items. But then also, if we think about it, and maybe we really want a Psychic type on the team, we could hold out for do the friendship thing and get Espeon. I think Fire, Grass, Electric. Any of those would be great. Fire, Grass, Electric. This cave is not the shortest track. Iron is good for the money. We'll take the money. Money, as I said, gets us all the healing items. The third Master Ball. We have all the Master Balls in the world and we can't use any of them. That's great. That's great. Any other series, we would kill to have 4 Master Balls. And this one, we're like, eh. The luxury of riches, and we can't even spend the riches. Be cool if they someday made the repel similar to experience share. We can just turn the repel on and walk around and have no encounters until you turn it off. That'd be pretty high. All right, one more battle between us and the Tyrogue. Two Pokemon. Let's see what the Dojo Master gets. As for us, Black Belt Webster has a Machamp. Not something we really want to see. Here's hoping Surf can do some good damage. It's 6 levels lower. Revenge might do a lot. Revenge did a lot. But we take it down with this Surf, so we're not worried. We'll see what comes in next and plan accordingly. The only thing we have that has anything super effective against Steel is Shucky. So we're going to Mud Bomb and pray that this does all the damages. It doesn't even do a third. And it's going to start setting up on us. Oh boy. But it's Speed Falls, so maybe we can get a crit? Please? No? Can you curse again? It's super powered. We just lost Shucky. We didn't lose Shucky. Don't miss. Shucky come through. Shucky lived a superpower. How did you do that, Shucky? Oh, I am sweating. I'm so sweaty from that. All right. We survive. We survive. All right. Tyrogue. What are you really? Toxicroak. Fighting and poisoning. Fighting and poison. We will take Toxicroak. What nickname do we give to Toxicroak? It's a frog type Pokemon, right? So let's name this after another creator. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Because I love watching his videos. Let's name this after PM7. If you don't follow or watch PM7, go check him out. Highly recommend. Highly entertaining. And it's a frog. Alright. So Toxicroak is great. We're going to get out of this cave and save this game. We're going to battle the one more trainer because we're here. We might as well get ourselves out. No point in saving in the middle of this. I might take Toxicroak. Could be good. It's fully evolved, so we like that. Sandvale is an ability. Doesn't hurt us. Helps us in a very niche situation, so something to keep in mind. Something to sell, revival herb. But the toxic orb might come in handy with Toxicroak. So, not a bad thing. We get a couple of those here. I said before, most of this is just going through and picking up all the items. Setting up repels. It's not the most glamorous of things to be doing. Most glamorous gameplay footage, but it is what it is. It is what it is. One more trainer. Then we get out of the cave. We wrap up the episode. We go into our Nice June weekend. Hopefully it's good weather. Hopefully it's fun times. It's Monferno. We would have happily taken him on Inferno, but that's okay. One surf will take it down. Inferno. Lot longer episode, nearly an hour of power. Not quite. That's okay. I'm going to go to the closest exit here, which is this one, because we can fly wherever we need to go. See if we can get out of here without having to set up another rappel. We can. Beautiful. Let's fly away to this Pokemon Center. It's ultimately where we're going to be anyway. Let's heal up, wrap up, head off into the sunset, aka into the weekend. Some fun, some family, some friends, all of the above. Wonderful. And there we are. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, until next time.